Episode 6, Section 2. The First Day in the Stockade. This project was prepared by Burwa Rasul Sharif, teaching at Safin High School. We ran as quickly as we could to the stockade, and at every step we could hear the pirates' voices more loudly. Just as we reached the stockade, 7 men appeared out of the woods. The squire and I fired, and so did Hunter and Joyce from inside the log house. One of the mutineers fell to the ground and the rest turned and ran into the trees. We went to look at the man who had fallen, and at that moment a shot came out of the trees and hit poor Tom Redruth. He cried out with pain and we carried him, bleeding, inside the wooden house. The squire fell down beside him and kissed his hand, crying like a child. Redruth was a good man and had always followed orders silently and well. Not long after that, he closed his eyes and died. The captain, whose pockets were full of things he had taken from the ship, took out a flag and put it carefully over Tom's body. Then he put another on a tall tree branch high above. Following that, he came to me and spoke quietly. "Dr. Livesey," he said, "how many weeks is it until Blandley will send a ship to look for us?" I told him it would be months and not weeks. "Well, sir, then it's very bad that we lost the second load of supplies. The food supplies are very limited," he replied. Just then, with a loud roar, a cannonball landed inside the stockade. "Perhaps they can see the flag from the ship," said the captain. We were safe enough inside, but the balls continued to fall throughout the evening. "The woods between us and the beach are probably safe," said the captain after several hours, "and it will now be low tide. Our supplies shouldn't be underwater now. I need some volunteers to go and bring them back." Gray and Hunter went quietly down to the shore, but they were too late. 4 or 5 of the mutineers were already there, loading our supplies onto one of their small boats. Silver was in the boat, and all the men now had muskets, which must have been kept secretly on the ship. There were now only 6 of us left, with food supplies to last us for only about 10 days. Redruth was dead, and we did not know what had happened to Jim Hawkins. Then, suddenly, there was a call from outside. "Doctor! Squire! Captain!" cried a voice, and I ran to the door and saw Jim Hawkins climbing safely over the stockade fence.